destroy them. They want to tear it out. They want to protect what's good. They want to defend what's good. And that's how we are, I think, when we see sin happening. At least that's kind of maybe how we should be when we see sin happening in the world. I don't want this in my home, or my school, or my workplace, or my community. I want to do something about this. We have to stop them. We have to pound on the anvil until everything's better. We have to fix this. But it's not our job to fix this. That's what Jesus says to the workers. He's like, look, the harvesters are going to take care of that. If you go in there with guns blazing like some kind of hero, you think you're going to fix everything. You might eradicate the sin. You might take out the weeds. But you might damage the wheat. I want a harvest at the end of this. I don't want scorched earth. I'll take care of this when I'm ready to. You just have to bide your time. Well, who wants to bide their time? Who likes to be patient? Especially when we see a thing that is wrong. Someone should fix this. So there's this pretty clear frustration there. Like, you understand why they have this reaction, and it's kind of unsatisfying. That Jesus is going to wait until the harvest and at the end of the age. I mean, even if what he promises us is true, and when this has not kept his promise, the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of heaven. But what about right now? What do I do with all this sin and evil that's around me? Am I just supposed to ignore it? Well, clearly not. Because that sin, that evil, that poison needs to be paid attention to. Because it's legal. And you have to be careful not to mess with that. You need to be able to recognize it, name it, warn other people about it. It's not your job to destroy it. It's just your job to avoid it. Well, how do we avoid it? It's so pervasive. It's so everywhere. Yeah, it is. But what did Jesus tell us in last week's gospel? Last week's gospel, we talked about the seed being sown in all these different places, and it's the seed that fell in good soil that produced fruit 100 or 60 or 30-fold. I mean, that's the answer to this. If you don't want these weeds growing up around you, if you don't want this poison, if you don't want this toxicity in your home, community, school, workplace, world, but what you need to focus on is being better weed. If you bear enough fruit, the weeds won't have a place to take hold. They won't be able to grow around you because you'll just be surrounded by other good fruit. You can't control it. You don't get to control what other people do, but you are completely in control of what you do. And you can decide whether or not you want to be a good disciple. And you can decide whether or not you want to open your heart to the will of God. And you can decide what it is that you're going to live for, sacrifice for, and if necessary, die for. Or you can complain about things and want to destroy them. That's not what Jesus is doing. It's not what he did. He came that we might have life and have it more abundantly.